Hello there and welcome back to this front-end development by example course where today we're going to be going ahead and starting section 2, which is going to be Flower Shop email letter. So in this section we're going to be creating a Flower Shop email letter that we're going to be able to send to people to advertise our imaginary flower shop. Alright, today we're going to be going over the HTML blueprint, which, is going to be just us taking a look at the different tags that are created by Adam whenever we do HTML. So that's generally the blueprint of any HTML website or HTML file. And since you may not entirely know what they do right now, we're going to go ahead and take a look at them in this lesson. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. Alright, so here we are, our modern front-end development code folder. And here we have our hello world.html file that we created in the last lesson. So if we go and open it up here, you see we have hello world. So if you don't know when we created this, did you watch the last lesson? It was like a lesson ago. Anyway, so let's go and open this up with Adam here. All right, let's do open with Adam. All right, there we go. And there we go. All right, it opened it up. So very simple HTML file, nothing too difficult here to understand. But nevertheless, it does have a few tags. All right, so first of all, let's start off with this very first line here. We have this doctype HTML tag. So let's go and take a look at what exactly this does. Alright, so here we are. We're taking a look at doctype HTML. And it's pretty simple stuff. So the doctype declaration is not an HTML tag. It is an instruction to the web browser about what version of HTML the page is actually written in. So very simple stuff. It gives us what version. There are a couple different versions. So in HTML5, there's just one tag. It's just doctype HTML. And so it knows that it's an HTML tag. If we were to be using version 4, then we would actually add some more stuff onto that doctype HTML tag. And then it would know that it's actually an HTML version 4 document and not an HTML5 document. And so on and so on. So a very simple tag, nothing too complex here. Alright, so the next tag we're going to take a look at is the HTML tag. So right here. And this is actually the first tag that we're going to take a look at. That actually has a opening and closing tag. So here we have HTML. This is the opening tag. As you can see, we have just a little thing here, and then what are they called? Arrows. We have left and then right arrow, and then between that we have HTML. And then at the bottom here, we actually have it underlined. We have /HTML. So that's the closing tag. So this is on line 2. We have the opening tag, and then on line 10 we have the closing tag of HTML. Alright, so anyway, let's take a look at exactly what it does. Alright, so the HTML tag is also pretty simple. So it tells the browser that this is an HTML document, kind of like the doctype tag. It tells the document what version of HTML the document is. It also serves as the root of the document, so just where everything starts. And then also houses all the other types, all the other tags, except of course doctype. So also a very simple tag. Really nothing too complex to learn here. Just the root of the document. Okay, so the next tag we're going to look at is the head tag, and this is also a pretty simple tag, which serves to hold some specific information about our document. So it's going to take a look at exactly what it holds. All right, so the head tag can include a title for the document. It can include scripts, styles, metadata information, and more. So just like that. And it's also a container for all of the head elements. So what we just saw, just what we took a look at right now. So like documents, script styles, and so on and so on. So let's take a look at a few of those head elements that it contains. So the first tag that actually contains is this meta char set equals UTF-8. So this is just sort of like a metadata tag that holds some metadata for our document. In our case, it just sets the character set to UTF-8, which actually just makes it specifies the character set for the document. So always have this here. You don't have to worry about it too much. Character sets themselves, I can talk about them for quite a while, but just always have this and you won't have problems. And then finally, we also have this title tag. So this is a little bit more exciting. So in this title tag, what we can actually do is put in something like, my awesome website, okay? And let's save. And also we can actually go ahead and run this in the browser. All right, there we are. And you can actually see now how up here in the tab window, we have my awesome website. So that's the title that we are specifying. So we can change the title and it'll change this in the tab up here accordingly. So let's actually change it to my lame website here. Let's save and go to the browser, refresh. And now you can see up here it says my lame website. So that is what the title tag does. Of course, the head only actually specifies, information about our document. The body tag actually specifies the content of our document, and it's what we're going to be doing most of our actual HTML writing in. So let's go and take a look at exactly what that does. Alright, so the body is also a very simple tag. It just defines the document's body and also contains all the contents of an HTML document, such as text, hyperlinks, images, tables, lists, and so on. So that's going to be where we're going to be writing most of our HTML, and that's where, all the magic will happen. So we can actually see here in our actual HTML file, here in the body tag, we have an h1 tag, which is just a header, so text that is in our website. So this is just the content of the website in this case.